Welcome to the Fantasy Thinker. I'm Jared Quartermanch, and today I'm going to be doing a review of The Tombs of ATUAN, Book 2 in the Earthsea Trilogy by Ursula K. LeGuin. This is a classic fantasy novel written way back in 1970, I believe, 71. And this is interesting because I read The Wizard of Earthsea a long time ago. Um, and and so I didn't know quite what to expect going into this second book in the Earthsea Trilogy. Um, so I was pleasantly surprised to find a brand new point of view character in a brand new land. This raised my interest as I wish to find out about more about who this character Arha, I think her name, and who she was, and how she tied into the greater world that was Earthsea. So this is a story of coming of age, and she is kind of a chosen one, kind of, but she's in complete isolation. Um, our protagonist is only raised at a distance from others, told from like age 5 that she is a child of prophecy and more importantly an ancient line of priestesses reborn, but she is also like kept in the dark both with information, um, and figuratively and literally too, by those who are responsible for her welfare. So Le Guin's use of such like a limited POV, it's like very contained, very um, you definitely don't see anything outside the little box of her um, domain, and so that use of the limited point of view helps to keep us readers in the dark a bit as well. So she uses that to guide us along a journey of discovery as we and Arha seek to unlock secrets in a dark underground labyrinth where no light is allowed. And just like Arha, we are feeling along the walls of the story, slightly uncomfortable yet not lost. The point of view is so focused that you might not even recognize what should be familiar from the first book at all. It's quite the turnaround. And the symbolism there is not lost on us. This whole book is about finding the light, both without and within. Um, Le Guin's prose is direct and lyrical, and she uses phrases to emphasize actions in kind of a sing-song type manner, um, succinct yet so telling and informative. Like so, I'm going to read just a little passage from page 58 here. Gotta put on my glasses, small print. Uh, so she thought her eyes were tricking her, as they often did in that utter blackness. She closed them, and the glimmering vanished. She opened them, and it reappeared. She had stopped and was standing still, gray, not black, a dull edge of pallor, just visible, where nothing could be visible, where all must be black. And so you see how she goes back and forth with her words there, this back and forth swaying of vocabulary that promotes that lyrical feel. There's magic in the wording that invokes, the magic in the story. She's like she closed them and the glimmering vanished. She open close, it's like close, open, appear, reappear, stop, standing, uh gray, black, pallor, visible, dull. It's just like very lyrical song like prose that gives us this magical back and forth feeling, and that invokes magic in the story. And so there's been some talk out there that this is kind of like an early version of a young adult novel, but I didn't find it so. Um, I don't like that label. But the, like in here, there's plenty of mention of human sacrifice, slavery, and other quite adult subjects. LeGuin's subtle handling of all these subjects is a testament to her skill in delivering a tight, well crafted story without emphasizing the ugliness of human nature. Oh, it's still in there. She lets it simmer beneath the surface and allows our imagination to fill in the dark spaces. And there's plenty of dark spaces in this book. So there's also like just this hint of the type of psychological ramifications of being brought up in such isolation, adored from afar, yet never a part of a group or society. Um, and it seems like Le Guin uses the idea of the unnamed Dark Ones as a metaphor for that type of upbringing. They are like a physical manifestation of an inner psychological issue. And, this is like the means of her exploration of humanity and their problems in a fantasy setting, and how the fantastic manifests as those psychological problems, of being brought up in such a manner. And so it's really subtle and it's so well done. And I am so glad I read this. I really enjoyed it more than the first novel in this series. And it makes me look forward to reading the third one, which is called The Farthest Shore. And so I'm kind of wondering if the events in the first book and in this book will kind of converge to in the third book, but I'm not sure. I don't know, and I'm looking forward to finding out soon. All right, so that's my review of The Tombs of ATUAN by Ursula K. LeGuin. If you like that, please like and subscribe below. And as always, be good to each other, and thank you.